Continuing to go through our book, Building a Godly Home, A Holy Vision for Happy Marriage by William Gouge, edited and modernized by Scott Brown and Joel R. Beeke. This is our third reading, and I'm on the second page. Just a couple of things I wanted to highlight today. He says, whoever therefore takes a wife must, in this present respect that she is his wife, love her, as is noted of Isaac, the best pattern of husbands noted in Scripture. So if we're going to look for someone to model what this life looks like of being a husband, Isaac is one. And in Jeremiah 24:67, it says he took Rebekah and she became his wife, and he loved her and cared for her. So the question is, why? There are many good reasons given for this emphasis on love, and why it's so important that we have, we're in chapter 13, husbands' affectionate authority, but the first section is that love which husbands owe their wives. So one of the first reason noted here is because no duty on the husband's part can be rightly performed except it be seasoned with love. It's interesting, Colossians mentions, in Colossians 3, it says, husbands, do not be harsh with your wives. In Genesis 3:16, it says, a husband will rule over his wife. And our tendency by nature, because of the curse, because of the fall, is to be harsh, to rule over, to rise up. And he says that every duty that we have as husbands must be seasoned with love. Love must be a component of it. It must be the characteristic of that duty and the way it's performed. And then it can be performed rightly. Really, only then can it be performed rightly, because we're doing it not from a self-love or a self-interest, but we're doing it with this outward focus. I love Paul Tripp's definition of love. He says, a willing self-sacrifice for the good of another without needing it to be reciprocated or requiring them to deserve it, which, man, that's a tough thing, a willing self-sacrifice. And in all my duties, that must be the component that drives it, that characterizes it, that it is done in love. The apostle exhorts all Christians to do all things in love, 1 Corinthians 16:14. Much more ought husbands. Our primary duty, our biggest responsibility in our lives is to care for this wife that God has entrusted to us. And everything that we do must be seasoned with love. So we'll go on next time.